U.S. now averaging close to 160,000 new COVID cases a day. Health officials say that 40 million vaccine doses will be ready to go by the end of this month. But who will get vaccinated first? A CDC panel is meeting today to decide just that. Our country's 21 million healthcare workers will likely be first in line, followed by nursing home residents and staff. The head of Operation Warp Speed saying the entire U.S. population could be vaccinated against COVID-19 by June. But it is only December, and right now more than 96,000 Americans are in the hospital with the coronavirus, a number that's only expected to get worse over the holidays. NBC News correspondent Rehema Ellis is outside Elmhurst Hospital. That's in Queens, New York. Rehema, this hospital was inundated with patients back in the spring. COVID admissions are ticking up again. How is Elmhurst prepping for another rush of patients?
Allison, this hospital and hospitals statewide have been asked by the governor to make a list of retired doctors and nurses whom they can call on in the event that the cases become so overwhelming. The governor says they're already reaching this point. And the reason they're asking them to do this is because they cannot expect a cavalry of professional doctors and nurses to come in and help, as we saw from out of state and upstate last spring when the city found itself as the epicenter of this coronavirus outbreak. All across this country, we are seeing surges, as you just mentioned. So there's no help coming. They've got to find the help from within. And so this hospital and all across the state, they're now making a list of an auxiliary team, if you will, that they can call on if needed. Allison?
Rehema, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo warning the state could go back on pause if hospitals fill up. So what is New York State doing to try to prevent that from happening?
Well, we know in one county, they're already asking the hospitals to put on hold, if you will, elective surgery so they can concentrate on emergency surgeries and emergency cases. They don't want the hospitals to have to deal with all kinds of medical issues while they're now dealing with this increase in the coronavirus. And the governor is concerned that following Thanksgiving and the number of people who decided they would not pay attention to the warnings to basically celebrate in place, if you will. He's expecting, Governor Cuomo is expecting, we're going to see these numbers of coronavirus cases going up even higher. And it's not just Thanksgiving, which is past, but now we're into the real holiday season. And the expectation is that there will be more people who are feeling fatigue from these restrictions, and that they might go out and continue to congregate with family and friends, and that could lead to these numbers going up even more. He's warning against it, but trying to prepare for it.
Rehema, New York City released this statement today warning, quote, the city's health commissioner is advising older adults, people with underlying health conditions who are at an increased risk of severe COVID-related illness to limit activities outside the home. What else is the health commissioner saying here?
They're taking it a step further, Allison, and they're saying not only should those who are 65 and older limit their activities outside of the home, but their loved ones should do the same, as well as their caregivers. Come and provide care for the person in need, yes, but when you leave, do not engage in a lot of extracurricular activities. If you're a loved one, limit yourself to people coming into your home or to homes that you would be going into, because it's something that's very simple. The more you increase your number of people that you are connected with, you increase the potential of contracting coronavirus. Then that means when you visit this person who's at greater risk, you put them at even greater risk because of the fact that you might be contagious. Maybe you don't know it, but you could be a spreader. So everybody is being asked, if you care for someone who's at risk, if you love someone who's at risk, they're going to limit their activities outside of the home. You do the same, too, in order to keep them safe. Allison?
Rehema, let's hope people listen. Let's hope that it works. Rehema Ellis in Elmhurst, Queens, thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.